So the purpose of the ChallengeMinder initiative is that the ChallengeMinder gives a challenge to an entrepreneur. Us as ChallengeMinders in this process would give an entrepreneur a challenge. You can use the Entrepreneurial Brain as a point of reference. So there's a whole YouTube channel which goes through the Entrepreneurial Brain, which is our framework for democratizing entrepreneurship. It's just a way to structure all of the concepts that entrepreneurs may need to learn, need to experience, have been challenged by. And we're constantly adding to that and developing that, and many of you are involved in actually developing that further. The point of this whole exercise is that it's a virtual business simulation to help the entrepreneur ignite their strategy, improve their business acumen, hopefully improve their bottom line, ultimately help them achieve their purpose, and help them to get out more than they put in. So that's the ChallengeMinder initiative. The key is that we would give the entrepreneur a challenge in the ChallengeMinder initiative. The process, and we're going to take questions fairly soon, so feel free to post in the chat. The process is that you first select a session date, and that session date is, those session dates are set up in Zoom. And because of the way the Zoom scheduling works, that's the end of the challenge week for those session dates. Okay, so you'll if you wanted to, for example, participate next week, you need to select a session date by this Friday at 12. But the session date that you select is the end of the challenge week. You would then receive confirmation of the schedule. You join a Telegram group to support the entrepreneur in the challenge. The reason that we're using Telegram is because we've promised entrepreneurs that this is confidential, that it's in a safe place, etc. And Telegram is doesn't share their data with Facebook, for example, which we can't say for WhatsApp. So we're much more confident that Telegram is more secure and a safer environment. And it's also, very, very much just a social media kind of way of getting through this, but making sure that we do it confidentially. So the entrepreneur will then submit their business state of play so that you get some context as a ChallengeMinder of, how many customers they have, are they breaking even, how long have they been in business, what's their value proposition. Those are just suggestions. You could ask them any clarification questions, or you could even set a different set of questions for the business state of play that you feel is important. But the entrepreneur submits their business state of play. The ChallengeMinder then reviews the entrepreneur's business state of play, which is a little challenge video that they've submitted, and gets any clarification that they'd like to get. And then you provide daily speed coaching and encouragement. So you would, and we'll get to the mechanics of that, but you would basically just keep, identifying blind spots, giving them additional insights. It's essentially a speed coaching approach. And on the Friday of that week, there would be a 1-hour Zoom wrap-up. So that's the process. The schedule would be, it's a 5-day commitment, up a minimum of 5 hours. We're talking about 2 coaches supporting each entrepreneur that gets challenged. So it might be, in your case, that you can only put in 2.5 hours in the week. That's fine. But as long as between the 2 of you, it's a minimum of 5 hours. But probably no more than 10 hours, I would say, because we're not charging at this point. We're asking the entrepreneurs to join the community, and we're trying to grow a community and show that as enablers of entrepreneurship, we can provide the value that encourages them to join the community and participate and engage. So the first Zoom schedule is set for the 2nd of October. So if you're keen on next week, please register by this Friday so that kicks off on this coming Monday, which I believe is the 28th. So that's the schedule. In broad terms, this is what it looks like on the Friday. For the Friday, you select a session date for the end of the week. by 12 o'clock on this Friday for the following Friday. There'll be confirmation of the schedule by 12 on Monday. You would join the Telegram group. The entrepreneur would submit their state of play, not their problem statement. That's for masterminders. For ChallengeMinders, which is what we're talking about, they submit their state of play. And then you provide them with speed coaching, encouragement, clarification, identifying blind spots, whatever advice and guidance you can offer them. And then there's a 1 hour Zoom wrap up on the Friday.